YouTube? Rino here, back with episode 3 of GrandMA2 Theory here on my YouTube channel. What we're going to be going over today is how to get some color added and our show started. So we got all these lights set up in episode 1, we got them patched in, we got them set up on a layout view in episode 2, and today we're going to be going over how to start our show basically. I was going to do movement in this video too, but I think I'm going to hold off and do movement in video 4. I'm going to keep the video short. I don't want to do these like long run-on things where people just lose interest, so we're going to keep them short. What we're going to be starting with today is we are going to be starting with our basic dimmers. Let me pull this up for you guys. In episode 2 we did create an executioner, so when I turn this on all my lights will be set at full. It is just a full dimmer set to all the lights. So what we're going to be starting with is we are going to be going to our screen 2, screen 3, my apologies, and we're going to be getting some color. So I do think I'm going to do a whole video on setting up screen views and just what my preferences are and how to edit everything. We won't be diving too much into that in this episode. So what I'm going to do for the basic setup today, down here where you have all these dots in your bottom corner, you can actually drag the screen around to however you like it set up. I'm going to do just this for now. Keep it simple. We'll dive more into that later. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my presets, pools, presets, and I'm going to add a row for color. I'm going to make it, we'll do the same length as our dimmer. And then lastly, what I'm going to mainly focus on in this video today is the MA2 color picker. I do know about the color picker that everyone loves to use. There's plenty of ways you can find that color picker and plenty of videos you can watch, but we are not going to be using that color picker in this video. We are just going to be using the basic MA2 color picker. So I'm going to go to that and I am going to add in color picker. Alright, sweet, it is in other. So we're going to get that moved over. We went to other and we added in the color picker. We're going to move everything over. You can move everything by just simply clicking the box. And in this first row here, I'm actually going to add in a pool of our groups. So we have all our groups. So if you guys can see now, we got our groups, we got our dimmers, and we got our colors. So for the sake of the video, I just have very basic dimmers that I created. We got a full, we got a 50, and we got a 0. So we'll just use those to express certain lights and just show how we get the color added. So right now the color picker is showing a huge paint screen. We don't want to use this one. If you come over here to the middle box up in the top right hand corner where it says HSB and we scroll through, we can actually see all the different type of MA2 color pickers. The one I'm going to be using today is the book color picker with all the different colors in here. This is my favorite to use. I normally put it on the small screen when I'm running a show on the console, and I'm able to quickly select fixtures, quickly select color, and quickly select where I want that color to be shown at. So that's what I'm going to be going over today. I will link a video down below how to create your own color picker if that's something you're interested in, but we will be going over the basic color picker today. So I got everything on, I got everything at full. Let's get some color going. What I like to do is I like to start by just getting all the core colors on all the lights, and then from there kind of just branching out and doing different color combinations that will eventually be used as effects and fades and all of that. So first I'm just going to take all the lights. We'll do red first, so I select my all group. We're going to come over here to the color picker and we're going to select red. So when we do this, everything is going to be showing as red on the color picker and on MA3D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually store this in our color section. We're going to hit store on our command overlay and store red. Lucky enough with colors, we don't really need to change the names of them too much. When you do a color store, normally a color box will come up so you can see what color it is, and it will just store by the name. So command overlay, clear, 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 clear everything out, all red, and perfect. All of our lights are now red. Our blinders are not going red because our blinders are blinders, and they do not have color in them. So we do not have to worry about those. So when we're doing all, we're going to get a 20 in the left hand corner. It is indicating that all 20 of our lights are now red. Alright, after red, let's do some green. So I selected all my lights. I selected green on the color picker, and I'm going to store, clear, clear. I'm going to do this for blue as well. Store. I'm going to get our basic colors added in here. Store. White, green, blue. Let's do some pink. Store. And then lastly, what are we missing? We got red, green, blue, white, pink. Let's do orange. I did not select all my fixtures. Remember, delete, clear all, orange, and let's store that. Alright, awesome. So we have 6 colors here now. We have created a very basic color sheet. In a large show, you would have tons of color, different color hues, different color zones, different color temperatures. We are just going to do the basic right now. When you're talking about color temperature and color zones, you're talking about thousands of dollars of fixtures, which not a lot of fixtures can do. If you are doing a small tour and you're just doing, you know, small theaters, most of the time the fixtures will not stray far from red, green, blue anyways. So if you create a bunch of, let's say, custom color temperatures like you can see here, and you go to run these on a rig that you do not know the fixtures on, then odds are if you're using a brown like this, it is just going to turn out to be green or yellow or orange or anything but this color. So there's no need to make an excessive amount of colors unless you know for a fact that the fixtures you're using are going to even be able to get those colors. So that is why I'm going to start with these basic 6 here, just top of the color wheel, and we will work from there. Sweet. So once I got some basic colors that I want to work with, what I can do now is I can do things like take my washes odds, let's clear everything out, turn our executor down, and let's take our wash odds, put them at 100, and let's do pink. And then we can come over to our wash even, and let's put them at 100 and do a blue. Sweet. Pink and blue. And then let's say we take all of our spots odds, let's put them at 100, and we'll do these ones pink as well. Let's do our spots even, and we'll do them blue. So we got a basic color scheme here, pink and blue. I like this one. Pink and blue can be used for a lot of things, honestly. It's a happy and vibrant color, which you normally get from blue. And pink is love, so it's just a happy color all around. And what we're going to do is we are going to store it, and we are going to store it in our colors. It's just going to be called blue. This is where we're probably going to have to come in and change that. I'm going to do assign, and we're going to call this blue pink. Save. Alright, we're going to clear everything out. I'm going to put this executioner back up. All of our lights come back on. And let's run this pink and blue. And as you can see, everything is now coming on as pink and blue. So if you want to change it, we could select all and go back and go through our colors if you need to change everything on fly. But other than that, we have our very basic first setup of colors. So I'm going to do another one just so you guys can see how I got here. We'll do another color combination that is very popular and used a lot. So let's do our washes. We'll do wash evens, and we're going to do a red. And we're going to do our wash odds, and we're going to do an orange. Spots odds, we're going to do red. Spots even, we're going to do orange. Red and orange, a very popular color scheme that you also see a lot of times in big shows. And we're going to do command overlay, and we are going to store it. So we're going to come up here, we're going to change the name, and we're going to do R/O. I like to do the first letter of the colors and save them that way. Sometimes it can be confusing when you get a bunch of words jumbled up on the screen. Clear everything out, and now we can easily go between our two color schemes. Alright, and lastly, I will do one final color scheme that is fairly popular that you will also see a lot as well, and we are going to just do something a little different this time. We won't do odd even. What we'll do is we're just going to take our washes, and since the washes aren't as bright, we're going to want to use a bright color for them. So I'm going to do pink, and then what I'm going to do on my spots is I'm going to do a dimmer color. I'm going to do red. We will do red and pink, the Valentine's Day color, the popular slow song, dance with the people around you color. And we are going to do store. Assign, red, orange. Oh, red, pink. There we go. Now we have our three basic color schemes. Now, if you see here, right now I have different things selected, so it's actually putting everything off into different groups. Okay, clear. And now we're back to normal. All 20 lights are selected. So if you see 10, 10, 10 like you did before, all that means is that it is taking 10 from each one and putting them together. We just want 20. It is showing that the queue has selected all 20 lights and is playing back on all 20 of them. Alright, so I think that is going to be it for episode 3. We finally have some color added onto our lights. We got our lights patched in. We got our lights viewable on MA3D. We got some color on them. And in episode 4, we are going to get our lights moving. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be sending you off from here. Have a nice day. Peace.